2K Sports and another exciting. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the 5 spot. Now here's Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. No good on the triple. Here's Golden State. Outside Butler. Green against Van Vliet. Curry with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. Brooks finds Thompson. Van Vliet outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage. Slipping pass there for the finish.
Now Podziemski to the paint. And it's Green with the jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Rockets. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Brooks. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor. Working hard to be where his team needs him on that break.
Back to Butler. Pass to Podziemski. Green, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Podziemski's shot is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. Shoots over Curry. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Curry passes to Butler. Curry setting the pick for Butler. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Easy to see why Butler gets so much respect for his competitiveness. I mean, he thrives at finishing through contact.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
At the line for Houston, Jalen Green. At the line, shooting 1.
That's good from Green.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Fields checked in for Golden State. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Here's Moody. Butler passes to Moody. To the middle. Here's Hield. Green with the rebound. Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the game to go.
and unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Now here's Thompson. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And the wide open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 6.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
Now here's Hield. He has yet to score. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And Van Vliet, here we go. Butler against Van Vliet. Butler with the ball. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Another 3 for Golden State.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your 3-point game early. Puts the defense right up against you.
The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Here's Smith, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping to draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called. Almost looks effortless, but Hield has worked hard to build those efficient mechanics.
Pass to Şengün. Now Whitmore. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Whitmore's got his first basket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Hield outside. For the 3. Rockets with the rebound.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Outside Holiday. To the inside. Here's Şengün. Out to Smith. And some nice passing there by Houston. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Offensive rebound. Here's Kuminga. Right through the D for the layup. Kuminga's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Whitmore with it, covered by Hield. Here's Şengün, and he converts the layup.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Houston with a big group substitution here. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Jalen Green's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Peyton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Buddy Hield. Now here's Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Shoots over VanVleet. And again, no good by Golden State. The Rockets trail. Inside, Green. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Curry. Back to Butler. Over Green. Pass to Pajemski. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the second quarter. VanVleet looking around. And Şengün throws it down.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Curry has it in the corner. Here's the screen. Nice form on the 20-footer. And the Warriors lead by 2.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Shot from 6, and it's blocked. 1:02 left in the first half of the game. Outside Butler. Floats one up. Thompson with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Şengün, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Warriors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Down low. Here's Pajemski. Green finds Moody. VanVleet against Curry. Butler from outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here is VanVleet. From past the arc. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Jalen Green, he's really been playing well.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Pajemski. Green is out there with Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And here's Thompson after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Back to VanVleet. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Now here's Green. Back to Butler. Green with a screen on Thompson. To the middle. And Green slams it in.
I don't think you can sleep on Butler's passing ability now. I mean, he's quite good at knifing the rock through the defense on time and on target, especially in these screen and rolls.
Green against Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. And he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for Fred Van Vliet.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Clark, famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
That free throw good from Butler.
Continuing to work on refining his craft. Butler puts in a great amount of time, maybe more than most.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 8. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Thompson, a screen on Curry. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Here's Thompson. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Curry passes to Moody. Podziemski with it. Outside Curry. With the teardrop. Şengün with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Green kicks to Brooks. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Good on the three-point shot. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
The focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. No good on the 3. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Curry can't get it to go. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Curry. He's got 9. Green deciding where to go with it. Launches a 3. Curry can't get it to go. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Thompson. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. And the Rockets lead by 1.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Podziemski's shot is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. Second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. Peyton, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. The offensive rebound. Jackson Davis finds Butler. And a missed layup. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Pass to Eason. Houston moving the ball around. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Butler dishes to Heel. He sinks the 11-footer. Heald's got 8.
Heel good at using this area of the floor. He's an impressive mid-range shooter.
Here's Green. That's tipped, and they recover it. Adams outside. Shoots over Jackson Davis. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Rockets on top. They're up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Holiday in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now, here's Şengün. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Tries again. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Rockets. Warriors trail by 4. Curry passes to Payton. Now Jackson Davis. Hield outside. Sinks the 3-pointer.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Pass to Şengün. Here's Whitmore. Covered by Hield. Whitmore up top. To the inside. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away. And right now, Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. And then for Golden State, Looney comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done? We'll see, guys.
Thanks, David. Eason against Payton. Eason passes to VanVleet. Pass to Şengün. Houston needs to get a shot. Smith for 3. They get it back. VanVleet outside. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now for the Rockets. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Cam Whitmore. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Butler comes in for Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for Payton.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Now here's Butler. Green, the pass to Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
And Butler not afraid of having the ball in his hands in these big moments. He's the guy that you can count on to get it done in the clutch.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions. Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
Now here's Curry. Shoots over Van Fleet. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
When you need a big bucket, Curry knows exactly how to come through. Clutch.
Van Vliet against Curry. Van Vliet gets to Şengün. The baseline J off the mark.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Count the basket. Now just a one-point Rocket lead.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Van Vliet against Curry. Fires from deep. The Rockets with another miss. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Back to Podziemski. Now here's Moody. Brooks covering. Green dishes to Butler. Here's Podziemski. A miss that time would have put him up.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now here's Van Vliet. Count it!
And that is a gigantic shot from Alperen Şengün, showing he can be counted on in the clutch.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try it.
Here's Curry. The Rockets pull it in. And they go to the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Houston, Fred Van Vliet. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
Stephen Curry.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making. Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here's Curry. Şengün with the rebound. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for 2.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. His first shot coming late. It's rebounded by Şengün. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Moses Moody. First personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for your...
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
2 shots.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Off the mark. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this